Hiya, and welcome back to Undefeated, the game that teaches us that if anything happens to Redline, Leo, Mr. Developer, if you are watching this, if anything happens to Redline, actually I'm not going to do anything, but if anything happens to Redline, I am ready to throw hands. These hands are rated E for everyone, and I will throw them. Am I actually going to do anything? Probably not. I will send a very strongly worded email with a picture of a crying cat. That is probably the worst I will do. Anyways, let's just hop right in. Please, Xander, wake up. I've been here before. Different circumstances. I've been back in this house in a long time. I wanted to forget what this feels like. I thought I had the chance. But this time, this is worse. You didn't deserve this. Not you, and not Red. I never thought I would grow up to be a killer. I was a pretty happy kid. Stupid, but happy. That's probably better than the alternative. I wised up quick, though. Happy solstice, sweetie! Ugh, this one. This one's special. It's huge! Your father wanted to surprise you. I always thought big boxes like that were just some fake shit you saw on TV. It was way too narrow to fit a puppy inside of, and definitely too small to be a bike. Oh! A BB rifle. Cool. Oh my god, thank you for the raid, Axel. Yeah, you and me can go hunting sometime. I'll take you out back and we can shoot a few rounds. Okay. It's every 10-year-old's dream to kill animals. Thanks, Dad. Who the fuck gets their kid a gun for solstice? But I have to fake it. What do you say? Thanks, Dad. Maybe now you'll quit getting picked on at school. God, that's fucked up. Especially because I'm located in the United States. That is very fucked up. Oh my god. Oh my god. That is... I should not be laughing because of how fucked up it is. I should not be laughing. I should... Oh my god. Wow. Wow. Very strong start. That is a strong start. And I'm all for it. We're starting off high with the emotions. I don't know how to respond to that, even now. Yeah. They talked about something while I turned on the TV. The local news had a huge church choir singing carols. It was beautiful. Harmonies flowing in and out, bubbling beneath the surface while the melody soars above it all. If I didn't know any better, I'd probably have been moved to tears. I wanted to sing in a choir like that. Maybe even do it on a TV. I could get rich and famous, then my parents would be proud of me. Dad got off the couch and started for the door. I'm gonna get bundled up. Let's go shoot some cans. I guess I must have been distracted by the choir. Didn't even look at him. Hello? You there? Huh? Repeat what I just said to you. I'm sorry, sir. I didn't hear you. Okay, if you're gonna get sassy with me, then I'll just take this. His claws were sharper than mine, nearly broke the TV remote. I'm sorry! No TV for a week. Dad, go get your clothes on. I'm gonna teach you how to shoot. He took one last look at the choir and grumbled. Can't believe they got men singing like that on TV. Wow! Okay. Okay, wow. Wow. First off, has this fucker never heard of artists like Elton John or Queen? Has he never heard of them? Damn. Unsupportive parents and a furry visual novel character. Name a more iconic duo. Can't believe they got men singing like that on TV. Maybe I wasn't as stupid as I thought I was. Because even then, I knew something was wrong with me. It took me a while to figure out what I was feeling.
God, he's much worse than Show's dad.
Right? Yeah, sorry. I used your quote. I'm sorry. It took me a while to figure out what I was feeling. I mostly remember anger, though as a kid it was more sadness than anything else. But not in front of him. Never, ever in front of him. I don't know why this one stuck in my head the most. It wasn't even the worst solstice. At least Dad gave me the TV remote back a few days later. Wait, no, he didn't even do that. Mom had to sneak it out from his liquor cabinet. Dad just completely forgot. Lucky for us too, because we both would have gotten in trouble if he remembered. She was kind of like my partner in crime, always helping me sneak around Dad so I didn't get in trouble for some stupid shit. Maybe she babied me. I don't know. But that was just another day where I came running to her to solve my problems. She protected me. I remember Mom always wore this big, fluffy purple bathrobe. Dinosaurs don't exactly get the soft daily comforts other people get. But every morning she made breakfast in her bathrobe and hugged me while I got ready for school. Maybe I just needed something soft to hold. She and Dad never could get me to stop clawing myself up whenever I got nervous. But whenever I felt that fleece robe, shit just calmed me down right away. My blankets had holes. I kept tearing them up in my sleep. But I never once dared to ruin that bathrobe. When I was 12, I asked for one of my underwear. One argument, one black eye, and 1 week off school later, I didn't want one anymore. It got harder to tell what would set him off. Eventually, I just gave up and stopped wanting things. Hi, honey. Oh, right. The recital. All of us kids got lined up by a wall after performing so our parents could come pick us up. I wasn't the only kid without both their parents, but there are a lot more moms than dads here. Rough. My mom took a while to get to me. Not really her fault. There were a lot of people, and I was all the way at the end of the line. I got used to being the black sheep at this point. The other kids were scared of me. Though in their defense, I was pretty big for a middle schooler, so... Mom gave me a hug. It's nice to see someone like that that likes me for a change. Did you like it? You did wonderful, Brucey! I thought I did pretty well, too. I was the only bass, so I laid low underneath the rest of the voices, and not many people really noticed. It's important to have a good foundation to support everyone else. Was Dad able to come? Oh, honey. It was obvious how my dad felt about me joining a choir, but seeing any proof of it just made me sad. And then when I hit puberty, I stopped getting sad and started getting angry instead. Dropped out of choir, started getting into fights. Principal recommended I get an outlet for my anger, so Dad signed me up for MMA lessons. I think he was finally proud of me. Oh, you don't know, Raj. I had to go from Streamlabs to OBS. Because technical issues. Yeah, he was finally proud of me. Not that I was doing any of that shit for him. I just needed to hit something, and leaving holes in my wall at home would probably lead to some trouble. Mom wasn't exactly stoked about me joining a gym, but I don't know what to tell her. By 15, I was already about my dad's size. It's tough going through school with the dexterity and social graces of a 45-year-old alcoholic. 3 years later, I was on track to barely graduate high school. I still hadn't finished growing, and even though the MMA lessons were going well, I wasn't exactly a desirable sparring partner. Whatever. I figured something was going to change soon. Welcome home. Hi. I was worried about you. Did you walk home? It sounds like it's really coming down out there. Yeah, I missed the bus, and I'm soaked. Detention again? Yup. Are you going to fill me in on what happened this time? I don't want to piss you off. Well, just get dried off before your father gets home. Don't want him to... What? Nothing. Don't worry about it. I wish he'd at least look at me. For fuck's sake, even Dad looked at me when he thought about beating my ass. Oh, right. I need you to sign my report card. Just leave it on the counter. Well, I don't want to forget it, so you should just sign it now. I'll sign it later. Go dry off. Why the fuck won't she look at me? Mom. I grabbed her shoulder as gently as I could, but she flinched away. She turned to face me. Where is he? Bruce, honey. It's not. Where the fuck is he? It was an accident. Oh, hell no. Oh, hell no. These hands are rated E for everyone. Bruce. We need you to go fuck him up. Send that bitch to Jesus. He hit me whenever I pissed him off. So when I saw her with the black eye, it all just sort of clicked. And I guess, looking back, I should have done a better job of taking care of her in this moment. I should have held her and comforted her. But turns out, I'm really good at being angry. After all, I'm just a big fucking monster. The door slammed, my heart jumped, but Mom looked horrified. I told myself that I would end this right now. You got 10 seconds to get the fuck out. I know you aren't talking to me like that. Honey, please. Let's just talk. You aren't going to put another hand on her. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. Move. He brushed past me and started walking up to his bedroom, bottle of beer still in his hand. He reeked of alcohol, like usual. Hey! I followed him up and tried to pull his shirt back. Get the fuck out! Fuck off. Bruce, honey. I don't remember exactly what happened. Dad fought back. He hit hard. I lost control. I don't know. Jesus, fuck, Mom! Mom tried to come up and defuse the situation. In our scuffle, she got hit. Maybe it was me. Maybe it was Dad. She fell down the stairs and hit her head on the corner of the railing. She was bleeding bad. She wasn't moving. I don't know why I turned my back to him. As soon as I did, he kicked hard enough to send me tumbling down after her. My body fell next to hers. I was too mad to notice I broke a rib. There you go. Mama's boy gets what he wants. Feel good about making a scene, shithead? This is my house. I don't know where you got the attitude, but it's about time you start showing me some respect. He stumbled down the stairs, mumbling, Stupid bitch trying to get in my way. Ugh! He tried to kick her body. I got in the way. And he just kept kicking. Don't know what she did to deserve it. Or maybe he decided I was a better target. Who knows? I'm fucking useless. I'm a shit son. Everyone's scared of me. I have no friends, no prospects. I've been training for years and I can't even keep my mom from getting hurt. Every kick into my ribs only made the break worse, but I know I couldn't move. I made a promise that this stops now. He's not going to hurt her any longer. After a while, he must have got tired or bored. I don't know. He smashed his bottle over my head for good measure. At least my thick skull is good for something. Don't ever pull that shit in my house again! Got it? I was still clinging to my mom. Kinda hoped he'd just leave us to die. I remember tasting a lot of blood. I didn't raise my son to be a filthy... Hang on, I gotta prepare to say that. Even though I'm fine saying it, I feel like some people aren't fine with hearing it. So I just want to make sure, is everyone comfortable that I read this line? I just want to make sure, is everyone comfortable if I read this? Okay. I didn't raise my son to be a filthy fucking faggot! Please. Just leave us alone. We'll leave. We'll do whatever it takes. Please. If you didn't try to start shit, none of this would have happened. You killed her. She's always trying to cover your ass. Maybe you should have listened to her. Too late for that now, though, huh? If you didn't move, I wouldn't have hit her. She'd be standing here crying and begging me to let you go. It's your fault she's dead. Oh, hell no! Oh, hell no! That's the one that did it. No more laying around getting kicked. I got up and tackled that piece of shit to the ground. Dad knew how to fight, not well, and especially not while drunk. But he knew enough. That broken bottle he still had did some damage too. Doesn't matter. None of this matters. Mom's dead and it's my fault. Go 2 for 2, right? Might as well let out some of this anger I let build up inside me. He put up a fight, but I kept pushing. Eventually got him pinned against the wall. I wrapped my hands around his neck and strangled him. He swung, stabbed, clawed at me, but nothing he did could stop me. Damn! I looked him in the eyes as he died. And I told myself, you will never hurt me again. What a load of bullshit. I can't get a fucking day away from hearing your voice, Dad. Everything you said to me, everything you did to me, everything you taught me. You broke me. You made me this way, this massive, irredeemable, unlovable monster. I never thought I would grow up to be a killer, but maybe it's in my blood. My head hurts. My neck, too. Hurts to breathe, which kinda sucks considering how much I need air after Bruce. I hear someone sobbing before I can fully register where I am. Please wake up. Bruce? Even saying that fucking hurts. I cough, which proves to be even more painful. Holy shit, Zent! My vision blurs and clears as I start to breathe more. I see Bruce hunkered over in front of me. Bruce! I don't even have time to fully see what happened, but Bruce pulls me into him in a hug. He's sobbing. My God. My God. Bruce? Bruce, you need a hug. Bruce, you need a hug. Maybe some hot chocolate. Right now. Right now, I know this isn't the time, but right now, because like I'm fucking crying right now. Just seeing Bruce crying, like my heart has just been stabbed. My heart has just been stabbed by this emotional damage. And now it's screaming, do it again. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm so fucking sorry, Xander. He's so big and heavy. Right now, he's trying to be careful not to lean on me too much. Every sob shakes the both of us. I wrap both my arms over his back, or try to at least, and hold him as he cries. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I am too. And I'm tired of fighting. If Redline were here, he would find a way to lighten the mood. But he's not. All we have right now is us. We hold each other and let our sorrow find its home. Wait, that was you? Bruce doesn't look at me. After I woke up, he kept apologizing. I was only out for a few seconds, according to him. We moved to his bedroom. I figured getting away from the room he strangled me in would get his mind in order. We sat down and Bruce told me everything. About his parents, about the reason he did what he did. He was shaking the whole time. I remember hearing about that when I was like 9. My parents couldn't imagine something like that could happen the next town over. They had this weird fascination with telling me about gruesome deaths. Pretty fucked up for a kid to hear that. Well, it's pretty fucked up for a kid to have to go through that. I'm so sorry, Bruce. It's fine. I mean, fuck, it's not, but, you know, tragedy plus time. I don't think it's very funny. Yeah, maybe another 10 or 15 years. When I heard about that, I thought that only the dad died. He sighs through gritted teeth. Yeah, he did. Mom actually made it through, but she was different. I don't blame her. He fucked her up bad. I always heard them yelling and everything, but I guess I thought that's just what adults did. That they'd be all better after that. Obviously, I know better now. He takes a second before continuing. Mom's alive, but I can't see her anymore. Took her to the hospital. She was silent the whole time, like she was just waiting for it to end. Anytime we talked, she'd barely respond at all. Never looked me in the eye. Flinched when I moved too quick. She was scared of me. And for good reason. I looked too much like my dad. So I promised I'd never put her through that again. And I left. Oh my god! I don't know what to say. She's living with the family friend. I send the money for rent and things every month so she doesn't have to work. I'm sorry. Bruce sniffles and wipes his eye. It's the least I could do for her after everything she tried to do for me. He's providing for the only person that cared for him, and he can never see her again. Maybe it's his own form of penance. Bruce clears his throat. Anyway, I got off on self-defense. Police saw the state of the house, the state of my mom. The scratching all over the walls helped my case, which, hey, point for me, right? His claws scrape against his arm, and it looks like the skin is about to break. I gently place my hand over his, and the scratching stops. Sorry. So, you and your mom survived. How did you get by? I did what I do best, I guess. Alright, everyone. That's another win for Rex the Reaper. That's 5 in one night. If you bet against him, you're just plain stupid. But maybe, just maybe, your luck's about to turn around. What? Thought you said I'd only have to do 5 tonight. Is there anyone out there that's brave enough to take down the Reaper? Come on, he's all warmed up for you. Just one more. I'll do it. Oh, hell no! Mm-mm! Mm-mm! No ma'am, no ham, no turkey. Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm-mm. Oh no! Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm. Bruce, send this bitch to the hospital. The audience went quiet, all staring at this newcomer. All right, now we're talking. You boys get accustomed while I get you a waiver. The sleazebag announcer strolled off to his office, a dimly lit corner sequestered in the corner of the underground room. Bruce scowled, staring the old man down. You got a name? Rex. The two men spoke under their breath. You got a real name? Not one that I can just give out. I suppose I'll have to find out for myself. He wasn't sure what that was supposed to mean. I've been watching you fight for some time now. This place is beneath you. Don't you want more than this? What are you, a recruiter? Nick will kill you if he hears you're trying to scalp his boys. Not his boys, just you. I'm not here for the hell of it. I entered because there's no other way I could have reached you. Well, you might want to rethink that. I ain't exactly allowed to throw fights. Oh, I have no intention of letting you. The old man stripped his tank top off, revealing a powerful toned body underneath. I hate the fact that he's hot. I hate that fact. I hate the fact that he's hot. I still hate him, but you can't deny the fact that he's hot. He's a piece of shit, but he's hot. If you ignore the face, he's hot. Still a piece of shit. He deserves to be put into the ground. At the very least, consider this an interview. It could prove to be a good opportunity.
Oh no, he's hot!
Fucking right? Your name in lights, free room and board, healthcare. And if I turn it down, then you can spend the rest of your life underground fighting drunks and licking your wounds. The younger man wiped the cut on his cheek. The last fighter had done some damage and it was still bleeding. Think on it. Bruce's boss returns with some papers and a pen. Alright, I got your standard legal papers. You can't sue if you die, yada yada yada. Just sign here, mister. He takes the pen and scribbles his name down. Harvey. That don't sound too scary. I got you covered. Alright, fellas. Last fight of the night. Grandpa Gray is here to put Rex to bed. Bruce and Harvey both glare at the announcer. I got 200 on Grandpa! 50 on Bruce! No, 75! The announcer collects the bets while his fighters move to their corners. Bruce feels conflicted. Most fighters down here aren't really in any shape to be fighting. People come here because they have nowhere else to turn. Harvey's right. Bruce is overqualified for a job like this. For a place like this, finding an illegal fighting ring is hard enough to do, let alone finding one that provides an actual challenge. Bruce is here 4, sometimes 5 nights a week, taping his knuckles up and breaking them over some poor sap's jaw. Between that and working out at the gym, he's barely able to make rent on time. At least he has a home, a community. He should be grateful for that. Confined in this dingy, dirty cement prison, hiding his life away from everyone on the surface. He's among his own kind. Big, dumb, violent brutes. That's all he is. That's all he knows. And that's all he'll ever be. And now some stranger comes down and offers him an out? It's too much to bear. You boys ready? The two men glanced at the announcer, then went back to staring at each other. Let's get it on! You fought the commissioner? Yup, a few years back. My first introduction to Fang. I thought he was just a stuffy old piece of shit in a suit. Ha! No, Zan. The man knows how to fight. Does he do it well? Zan, he fucked me up. Raucous cheers erupted from the crowd of men surrounding the ring. They couldn't believe what they had just seen. Rex, the undefeated champion, felled in only a few minutes. It wasn't just a victory, it was hardly a fight at all. A landslide, a complete demolition of a man untouched by hundreds before him. Bruce tried to get up, broken, bleeding, and barely breathing. Harvey stood to the side, aiming his icy glare at his opponent, both inviting and threatening Bruce to get up for another round. The crowd's roars wouldn't die down, not while Bruce failed to return to standing up. Cries of cheating, rigging the match, stealing their money, drugging the champion. Not that Bruce could hear any of it. His head was pounding, vision blurred, nose bleeding. No, broken by the looks of it. His ribs too, probably. He's choking on his own blood. Nobody bothered to help him after he dropped. Bruce fights through the pain, the daze, the confusion, the misery, and hacks up a load of blood, making sure to breathe through his mouth. His attempt to prop himself up on all fours fails quickly, the beast collapsing in his own puddle of blood. The crowd goes wild. Harvey says nothing, simply staring into the crowd as the announcer raises his taped-up fist in the air, basking in his victory. Bruce stops scratching at his arm. It was a wake-up call. I was a big fish in a little pond, knocking heads for scraps and pennies, all while there was a whole other world I couldn't even consider. I mean, Fang's been around for a while, of course, but come on. Do you really think some dirt-poor dad-murdering dropout like me could ever hope to amount to shit? I just sort of gave up. I was taking scraps because it's all I deserved. But Harvey, I don't know, he saw something in me. And it was the first time I felt like I'd been seen in a long time. All those freaks in the crowd. They didn't see me. They saw Rex. They saw big, stupid, mean monster. Harvey saw I had skill. Potential. So he helped me out. Gave me a place to stay, free room, free food. All I had to do was show up and fight people. And I was already good at that, so becoming champ sorta just happened naturally. Shit, nope, not. That makes me sound like an asshole. I always feel like I never earned it, like I never worked hard enough for it. Was just in the right place at the right time. He looks ashamed. But yeah, that's my story. Harvey pulled me out of a shit life and gave me this new one. A better life. Not even sure if I can call it that anymore, though. It's the same shit, different coat of paint. I'm still trapped underground. I'm still fighting men that don't stand a chance. No offense. None taken. I still make a fraction of what I'm worth, at least a fraction of the money we rake in, all while my boss keeps the rest of it for himself. Only difference is the legality. Now I don't have to hide who I am, but you still do. I mean, you spent the last few months making a scene whenever we were in the same room, and you always played up that big mean monster persona in our fights. I had to keep up appearances. So you're still hiding who you are? Come on, Bruce, that isn't you and you know that. You always talk about how much you hate being a big dumb monster, but that's all anyone knows you as. Because I have to. He yells the words and I take a second to breathe. He's not angry or aggressive, just sad. It's all I have. I can either scare people off, or I can pretend I'm not some weird, lonely freak who's trying too hard. And I didn't want to look as desperate as I was. So I figured that if everyone was going to be scared of me no matter what I do, I might as well own it. Lean into it. At least now I can control how they hate me and how much they respect me. Guess that's kind of fucked up when I say it out loud, huh? Harv said I needed to be tough. These people are ruthless, dangerous. So I tried to beat them at their own game. When they all look at me like I'm going to kill them, it felt so right. It felt like I belonged. Bruce is crying. He grips his wrists and squeezes. Looks like it hurts. But I'm so fucking sick and tired of feeling like this. I don't know how to stop. I'm sorry. I had no idea you were hiding so much. It's better this way. None of these people need to know who I am. Some stupid, broken, gay freak. I mean, shit, I can't even do that part right. What part? He shudders. I have to stop him from clawing up his arm. The gay part. I'm Ace Zan. Oh. Every guy I've tried being with wants something from me. I could never make it happen. They tell me it's all fine, that I'll get used to it. Then when I can't, they get pissed and leave, and then I'm alone again. Rinse and repeat. We love an Ace King. Bruce sighs and puts his face in his hands. Sorry, that was too much. No, it's fine. I'm just tired. I'm tired of feeling like a failure. I let my mom down. I'm letting you down. I'm letting Harvey down. I let Red down. God, did I ever fuck up with Red? I fucked it up bad, Zan. I had so many chances to do it right. He's been the one light at the end of this fucking tunnel. And now? Bruce hunkers over, sobbing. I might not get the chance to tell him I love him. My heart stops beating. He's always tried so hard to know me. He doesn't care that I'm gay. He doesn't care that I'm Ace. I never thought that kind of guy existed. And he's here! He's been here this whole fucking time, right in front of me. I was too busy pretending to be an asshole to protect my stupid fucking ego. He stops speaking. There's nothing left to say. I sit next to Bruce as he cries. After a few seconds, I pull him against my shoulder. Oh! Oh! Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. It's probably the second one that's the right one. That's the thing, because we're doing the entire update tonight. We could either deny our feelings for Redline or fuck over Bruce. I'm gonna make a poll. Fuck, my heart. Alright, go ahead and vote for that. We just gotta prepare. Oh, fuck! Yeah, so do I. I also want to see Redline. Yeah, I'm going to make a save. Yes, I want to overwrite my save. Okay. Get comfy. Comfortable. Ah! Cats, don't. Ah, shit. It's tied. Ah, shit. Well, we'll try to do both. We'll do both. We're going to see what this one does. You and me both. My heart sinks when I say it out loud. Bruce's crying slows to a halt. You? Yeah. I love him too. Bruce is shaking. He clears his throat and wipes his eyes. I gotcha. You guys were pretty close for a while, so I guess it makes sense. I'll back off him when he pulls through. Nope, that's not what I meant. Bruce shakes his head. It's fine. After all the shit I let slide, he deserves someone better. Ow! We're gonna try the other one. I love Redline too, but now's not the time to bring that up. I know what you mean. Red's amazing, and I'm sure he's going to pull through this, and you'll be able to tell him. I take a deep breath and let it out. Tell him everything you need to. Without warning, I'm pulled into a hug. Bruce's face leans into my chest, and I do my best to wrap my arms around his broad back in return. Okay, we're going to be supportive or claim Redline. We can't have both. Yeah, Redline is getting all the bitches. Which, yes, he deserves them. I mean, look at him. Redline is perfection. Redline is just perfection. We're just gonna keep being supportive and see where that takes us. His breath is shaky. He'd probably be crying, but I think we're both all cried out at this point. Well, tell him everything. I never want to keep anything from him anymore. You and me both. We owe a lot to Redline. When he pulls through. Let's do something nice for him. Maybe get him something nice, like a water bottle. He lets out a soft chuckle between his sniffles. He's crazy about those things. I don't think we'd have to try very hard to make him happy. All the more reason to really do something nice. Make up for lost time. Make up for everything. I don't think there's anything we can do to make this better. we have to do something. We have to make sure this doesn't ever happen again.
Redline is the fucking goat. He's the one that started it all.
Yes. Yin would give the warmest cuddles, he would. How would we do that? Talking to Harvey will be the first step, but he's out for a week. Just in time for our fight. He sighs. Yeah, that too. Bruce takes in a breath and lets it out. His hand reaches to mine and he cuffs my wrist. It's firm, but he's not hurting me. I watch as Bruce looks around his room, then looks to the ceiling, closing his eyes. His thumb caresses my wrist. It's slow. Tender. Scared. Okay, I know what we can do. You strangled him. I did. I'm fine, Drayden. You. Bruce and I are seated in Drayden's office. I spent the night in Bruce's apartment. It was late and we both agreed we didn't want to be alone after watching what happened to Redline. I know how it sounds. I lost control, Drayden. I don't have an excuse for what I did. I acted out after emotions ran high and I hurt Xander. Okay. And I'm telling you this to own up to my actions. Do you need to run any tests or scans on him? Make sure his throat's all normal? Drayden makes an annoyed sound. Ideally, we would have done that last night. Immediately after you strangled Xander. Drayden. So waiting half a day before coming to me was not just irresponsible, but incredibly dangerous. Right. I will be writing this up and reporting you to the commissioner. Understood. Though he is out of town for a week. Damn it. Fine. Whatever. Are you okay, Xander? I was shaken up, but I feel fine now. It stung for a little bit after, I guess, but he didn't really strangle me for long. Oh god, why am I laughing? It doesn't change the fact you got fucking strangled. Drayden holds his temple with his fingers. That doesn't make it any better, Xander. Bruce. Yeah. I'm signing you up for the mandatory anger management courses. Thank you. I don't ever want something like this to happen again. Drayden stops writing for a second, then continues writing. Could I, get some therapy sessions too? I know it won't fix everything, but it seemed to help Zan and Red, so... Of course, Bruce. I'd be happy to schedule you some sessions. I'll give you a call after this to set something up. Is there any more... assault that I should be made aware of? No. There's a beat of silence, and Bruce speaks up. How is he? Drayden looks down. He's... stable. Praise God! Praise be him! Hallelujah! Woo! Yeah! Yay! Woo! This is the greatest day ever! Yay! He's stable! Yay! He's stable. That's good, right? Yes, it is good. He's alive. So, why are you acting like he's dead? He sustained a lot of damage. He might lose a lot of mobility. He definitely lost vision, at least in one eye. I'm starting to feel dizzy again. I don't want to think about this, but I have to know. But he's alive. And he's going to need time to rest and recover. And the medicine is working.
Emotional damage!
But he needs time. The amount we have to use to keep him afloat induces a pretty deep sleep, so he's in a coma. Medically induced, yes. A claw tears through the fabric lining Bruce's armrest. He looks embarrassed. Thank you. Of course. And thank Kane, the surgeon, if you see him. He's a miracle worker, I swear. I will. We all sit in silence for a few seconds, and Drayden speaks up. Xander, if I could, speak to you privately for a moment. What about? Bruce. Someone knocks on the door and Bucky leans inside. Hey. No. Sorry, was I interrupting? No, I was hoping you could be here. Should I leave? I think in the interest of Xander's safety, yes. He didn't... The champ shakes his head, standing and stepping toward the door. No, I get it. It's fine. I'll see you later then. Yeah. With Bruce gone, Bucky stands in front of the door, his arms crossed. So what happened? I sigh. Bruce strangled me last night. Yeah. I heard. Was there any more to that story, or was he just doing it for the hell of it? We went back up to his room after Redline's fight. I said something that set him off, and he snapped and attacked me. It was only for a few seconds, and I feel fine now. I already spoke to him about anger management, and then he offered to have some therapy with me. Normally speaking, normally something like this gets reported immediately, but the only one with firing power is the commissioner. Don't we have an HR department? Well, yeah, we do, but for Bruce, everything has to go through the boss. Wait, you're going to fire Bruce? They both look at me like I'm crazy.
Yeah.
Okay, maybe it was a stupid question. Xander, he assaulted you. Like, not even just a petty scrap. He could have killed you. But he didn't. How kind of him. I mean, you're right. It was dangerous. But how's this any different than the fighting that we're doing in the arena? Because that's sanctioned. Is it legal? Is Cole getting in any trouble for what he did to Redline? Their silence is satisfying, disheartening, a little bit of both. Of course he is. He went too far. Then where is he? We can't find him. What the fuck? He's just gone? Well, no. He was taken out of the arena by the guards, and then... Yeah. He's just gone. Can't get a straight answer out of that guard. None of the coaches have any idea, and with the commissioner out... Bucky sighs and drops into a chair, holding his head. I feel like I'm going crazy, Xander. I didn't see it before, but it's clear now that he's exhausted. His hair and fur are messy, the bags under his eyes have gone dark, and now he's dropped that casual vibe he always carries. Redline almost got killed last night, and nobody can tell me anything, and now you're getting strangled by the champion, and I'm just lost. I was supposed to train you both up. I was supposed to make you able to defend yourselves. Dren and I wait while he takes time to breathe, clearly on the verge of tears. I'm sorry. I reach an arm across his shoulder, and he shakes his head. No, I'm sorry. I let this go too far. I knew this whole thing was wrong. I should have stepped in sooner. I should have said something. I thought I could just do my job and make you strong enough, but nothing could prepare you for this. He looks to me. So, I'm putting a stop to this. No more fighting with Bruce. When the commissioner gets back, we're doing whatever it takes to get you out of here safely. That would have been nice to hear a few months ago, Bucky. You're right. You're absolutely right. I thought I could just help you push through and everything would work out. I was scared of losing my job if I kept speaking up. I'd give up anything to make sure that this would never happen again. So, no more fighting. When the commissioner comes back, we're marching in there and stopping this for good. But what else can we do? He's already threatened my job, and if you try anything, he'll just fire you. I don't care. Losing your job isn't going to change anything. And besides, we need you here. These men need a good, positive influence, and you're the best coach we have. Bucky swallows, looking away. Bruce already said he won't hurt me, not in a fight. And last night was... Look, I know what happened. I'm sorry, but Dren has such an attitude. I know he hurt me. Tensions ran high, and I said something awful. I can forgive him for his actions without forgetting what he did to me. He's already carrying a lot of guilt, clearly. Doubling down on it isn't going to help him. If you feel safe with him, then there's nothing we can do to stop you from being around him. But just be careful. I will. He made a mistake last night. We both did. Granted, my mistake didn't involve strangling someone. But he's hurting a lot, and he's willing to put in the work so that he doesn't hurt others anymore. He wants to be better, for himself and for Redline. I turn to Bucky. Let me fight. One more fight. That's all we need. He takes a second to wipe his eyes. I don't want him hurting you anymore. I know, but I'm pulled into a hug, the thick, strong arms of my coach begging me to provide support as he leans into me. His breath hangs in the air for a second. Please, please let me protect you. I pull him close, nestling my head into his neck. Thank you, Bucky. But I can defend myself now. And I definitely wouldn't have survived this long if it wasn't for you. He starts to break. I'm sorry, Xander. It's okay. You believed in me. But I need you to believe in me one more fight. Bucky! The massive arms binding me starts crushing me instead. My smaller body completely overpowered as he pulls me closer. Anything you need, I'll do it for you. I'm following your lead. The hug breaks and I can finally breathe again. It sounds like you got our work cut out for us. You two have a fight to get ready for, and Bruce and I have some meetings. Are you gonna need anyone here for those anger management thingies? Well, normally I have security nearby for those sessions, but I have a feeling he won't need one. Xander trusts him, and so do I. I appreciate that, Dren. He smiles and nods. Let's get to work. I didn't see much of Bruce this week. He was in and out of sessions with Dren. Part of me was hoping to see him a little bit more. Would have been nice to have someone to talk with. Lunchtime feels so dead without Redline. Maybe dead isn't the word I want to be using right now. Things lack color, excitement. Conversations dry up quicker than normal. Not that I'm opposed to having short talks, but it's clear that Bruce is struggling. We both are. His friends didn't try bothering me at all. I could see him looking at me ever so often in the cafeteria, but at least they left me alone. It was bad enough when I had the room to myself. At least then I could still see him. Tried sneaking past the guards in the med bay, but the door to Red's room was locked. He just needs some rest. We all could use some rest, but he needs it. I wonder if it's selfish of me to even try and see him right now. My need to see him shouldn't take priority over his need for bed rest, not to mention all the emotional turmoil he went through right before his fight. But on top of that, maybe he needs someone to talk with. I mean, he has Dren. I'm overthinking this. Doesn't matter if I'm being selfish or not. I miss my friend. He needs to rest. I can deal with it until he's ready. I have my own work to focus on. Bucky and I have been having private sessions. He's managed to get our classmates to work with other coaches, citing a safety risk after they jumped me in red. Gotta admit, it's heavenly being able to work one-on-one with a coach, especially one like Bucky. He spends so much of his time in our class making sure everyone else is in line. I feel like I've grown a ton this past week alone. I feel faster, stronger, more focused, which is surprising given everything that's happened. Maybe it's because I know there's an end in sight now. My phone starts buzzing on my desk. That's why I always keep it on my bed. The sound it makes when someone calls me always freaks me out. I flip the phone over and it's Dad. I guess the whole texting thing didn't pan out. I have to take this. My hands are shaking. I didn't want to do this alone, but I think I have to. Breathe in and breathe out. Hello? Hi. Oh, hey, Alex. I taste copper in the back of my throat. Sorry I haven't picked up. Oh, that's okay. You're probably too busy for us anyway. Not really sure what to say to that. So, how's life? Is this what he wanted to call about for the last few months? Busy. Busy, you know. I'm sure. You know, your mother got a new job a few months ago. That's kept her pretty busy, too. So, what's she doing now? Something in the school system. Hard to remember all the jobs and all that. Okay. Yep. What you up to? Good lord. What do you want, Dad? Just calling to say hi. You've been calling for months. Well, you didn't pick up, so I had to keep trying. Dad, you haven't talked to me since high school. You obviously want to say more than just hi, so just say hi. And I wanted to apologize. My stomach drops. Okay. So, yeah, just wanted to let you know that. Your mother and I love you very much. Okay. I'd still like the apology. I know, and I'll make sure that we have that talk down the line. Your mother just wanted me to call and let you know that we forgive you and we love you. Forgive me? Okay. You alright? Yeah, I'm just not sure what I did that needs forgiveness. I mean, think of it like, I don't know, an olive branch or whatever. We both said some things we didn't mean, and now it's time for us to grow up and make up. Dad, you kicked me out. No, all we said is that you had to find somewhere else to live while you got everything figured out. That's not what happened. Well, that's how I remember it. Okay, great, thanks. You sound upset. Everything alright, Alex? My ears twitch. No, I'm fine. Okay. I saw you on the TV the other day. You still watch the fights? Yup. I didn't know you stuck with the whole MMA thing. Guess I did something right there, huh? Train up a child the way he should go and all that. Uh-huh. I'm just saying, you know, it might have been a good thing you got into MMA. Look at where it got you. Where it got me? Well, yeah, you're in Fang, buddy. That's huge. I guess. It's kind of hard to feel accomplished when all I'm doing is fighting Bruce. Yeah, I was kind of confused about that whole thing. Is part of your gay stuff? My stuff? Challenging Bruce all the time. He thinks this is all some kind of sex thing, good fucking lord. Gotta remember my contract. Sure, why not? What's wrong? No, nothing, I don't know. You know, you get that from your mother. You both do that thing where you pretend nothing's wrong. You can tell me anything, Alex. Something snaps. Dad? You disowned me. You kicked your son out of the house because you snuck through his phone and found out he was gay. I was 16, Dad. I was a child. Well, when I was 16... No, Dad, just shut the fuck up for a second. He actually goes quiet. I get a chance to breathe. You kicked me out. I was trying to figure myself out. I just needed some love and acceptance and understanding, and you threw me away. I had to fend for myself, Dad. Everything I had was gone. And now, almost 10 years later, you want to come back with an apology? I'm sorry, Dad, but that's not going to cut it. Well, that's a bummer. I'm going to stop it for the ad. Want to break from the ads? Shit. Damn.
It's time to drink water.
Kick his ass.
It's time to drink water.
Kick his ass, Sam. Weirdo ass.
It's time to drink water. It's time to drink water.
Yeah. Well, that's a bummer. What do you want me to say, Alex? My name is Xander now. What? You keep calling me Alex. That's not my name anymore. Well, your mother and I named you Alexander. Maybe Xander can be some kind of cool nickname you can have with friends. A weak chuckle sputters out in response. What is it? What's with all the attitude? I already said we were sorry, but we're not going to call you something you're not. You're not sorry. You just want to stop feeling guilty. I mean, of course we feel guilty, son. We missed out on your graduation. Heck, we didn't hear anything about you until I caught one of your fights. I didn't graduate. Oh, sorry. That's really not what he needs to be apologizing for. I appreciate you calling. Trying to sound like I'm not speaking through gritted teeth, but I'm happy with who I am, and I think I'm happier without you, Dad. I feel lightheaded saying that. There's a few seconds of silence, and he speaks again. Well, I am very sorry to hear that coming from you, Alex. Dad, I was so scared for so long. I still am, honestly. I used to think that getting away from you both would fix everything, would fix me. But I couldn't even pick up a phone call from you without feeling sick. You and Mom fucked me up, Dad, and I have to live with that. So an apology right now just feels like too little too late. I can admit that when all that happened, your mother and I acted rashly. It was irresponsible, and I'm sorry. We were afraid for you. This world isn't good to people like you, Alex. I guess we'd hoped it was just something you could grow out of. We were scared. You were scared? How do you think I felt? I'm sorry that you felt nervous for me, but that doesn't justify what you did. I worked so hard trying to be a good son for you. I had to hide who I was because I wanted everything in our family to be alright, but it never was. At least now, I have the confidence to know that it was never my fault. He doesn't say anything. What did you hope to accomplish with this call, Dad? I guess just to say that we're proud of you. And that we miss you, Alex. We want you back in our lives. There's no helping this. I miss you too, Dad. But even from this phone call, I know that you don't respect me as much as you want in return. Your apology can't undo all the damage you've done. So, thanks for calling, and I'm sorry that I wasn't the son that you want me to be. But I'm who I want to be. And that feels better than being accepted by you. He's quiet for a few seconds. I hear him sniffle. Okay. Okay. We'll keep praying for you. And I'll keep watching your fights. Do you know when the next one is? It's tomorrow. Are you sure? I didn't see any ads for that. That's weird. I definitely have one. Alright. Well, I'll keep praying for you. We love you, Alex. Which one? Oh my god. Disney Channel. Oh shit. For the funnies, but this is so emotionally charged. Yeah. Yeah. I love you too, Dad. Thanks, Alex. Wait a few seconds after hearing that, then I press the end call button. This room feels more empty than ever. Tears would probably be falling at this point. Maybe I'm too tired for it. I guess I saw this coming. I've cried enough over them. It's hard to feel his support when he could barely admit to his fault. Didn't even try to use my name. The weight on my chest has been lifted, but replaced by something else. Something different. It's not heavy, but it's empty. As empty as this room. I think I need someone to talk to. Bucky and Dren are probably busy and Redline's unavailable. Maybe Bruce will pick up. I guess it's weird to call him up when I could just go find him. I ring his number. Zan. Hey, you okay? I can swing by your room if you... No, I'm fine. I just need to clear my head. Sure, what's up? My dad just called. Oh, shit. You chew him out? Kinda. Nice. This might have been a bad idea. Why would I talk to Bruce about my dad knowing what his deal with his parents is? You need to talk? I don't really know how to ask this, so maybe I should just drop it. Well, now I gotta know. I won't bite, Xander. Do you ever miss your dad? There's a few seconds of silence. What a fucking question, dude. Sorry, I know it's... Ha! Easy, Zan, I'm pulling your tail. But, that's a tough one. I guess, yeah, kinda. Feels like I missed out on a lot of experiences, even after I left the house. For a while, it kinda stung seeing families getting along. Even back when I worked underground, some of these guys had parents and siblings, wives and kids. Made me feel like I did something wrong. Well, I fucking killed my dad, so that probably didn't help. Maybe just a little. Crazy how that worked out. But sure, I guess I miss having that kind of connection. Family's supposed to be a constant thing in your life, right? Love and support and all that. And when you lose that, something's going to feel off. Even if they were a piece of shit. So, to answer your question, I guess I miss what I wanted him to be. Dad was a piece of work, but I always held out hope that he'd change. Maybe we could have had a real family, I don't know. I'm not going to hit you with some jaded bullshit about how you should have cut them off sooner or whatever. Because this shit hurts, man. But it hurts less after a while. So try to hang in there, alright? I guess my breathing got a little heavier as we talked. Hearing him talk so casually brings a different level of comfort than Dren or Bucky give me. Not better or worse, just different. It's relieving in a way. He doesn't judge me for asking a heavy question like that, and he's not pretending to make things any nicer for me. You still there, Zan? Yeah, I'm still here. You okay? I will be. He chuckles. Well, even if you aren't okay, I'm here for you. Bucky, Dren, Red, you got a new family now. Even if it's not the same, we'll do what we can to help. Thanks, Bruce. I'll see you tomorrow. Take care, Zan. I hang up and lay back on my bed. Hearing someone's voice was nice. Definitely put my heart at ease a bit. But something's missing. Feels like I have unfinished business. I guess now is as good a time as any to get this off my chest. I pull my phone up and open Reddit in my messaging app. His profile picture's some meme reference I don't get, but edited to look like him. Cute. Hey, Red. I miss you. You can't respond right now, I know. But when you wake up, I want to hang out. I joined Fang only a few months ago. It feels like it's been years at this point. And in all that time, I never once tried to tell you how much I appreciate you. From day one, you were there for me. You stood up for me in front of Bruce and Cole, and you barely even knew me. You tried introducing me to your friends and getting me involved in all your stuff. You probably knew how scared I was. I'm sorry that I never took you up on any of your offers. I would give anything to go swimming or play games or whatever with you right now. I just got finished talking with my dad, and I guess I'm feeling kind of lonely. It's not any easier over text. Maybe I've been lonely for a while now, but that didn't seem to stop you from trying. You spent so much time on me, loving and caring for me in your own way. Wish I had the balls to actually say it to your face. But I'm a coward, Red. I've been scared this whole time. Scared of Bruce, scared of my family, scared of myself, scared of you. Scared of what would happen if someone like you got too close to me. I was an asshole, and I guess I was hoping that you'd leave me alone so you wouldn't have to deal with me. But I don't want to be alone anymore. My hands are shaking too much, I can barely type this out. I want to tell him that I love him, but I know Bruce has feelings for Red too. I would feel weird approaching him knowing how Bruce feels. Bruce has known him for longer, so he should have the priority. Nope, that's a weird way of putting it. At the very least, he should be able to have that talk with Red on his own. Maybe we could both have him, all three of us. Something stirs inside my chest. I feel like I would really like that. It's a pipe dream, though. I don't want to get my hopes up. If Redline even pulls through, I don't know how to even approach that. But I won't give up on the idea. Maybe there can be a way for us to be happy. So, I guess we can talk about this when you wake up. Get some good sleep. I can't wait to see you again. I fire off the text and lay back, heart beating out of my chest. He's going to be fine. He has to be. Breathe in, breathe out. My heart feels a little less empty. I know I told you this the other day, but you don't have to do this. I know. We don't have to do anything until we get an answer from the commissioner. He said he'd be back tonight, right? Then he'll be watching my fight. That is true, I guess. Bucky says as we walk down the hall to the elevator. Are you sure you're up for this? We've got it covered. Well, you've been training hard, so I trust you. Just make sure you leave in one piece, okay? What about Bruce? He can leave in 3 or 4 pieces. That's up to you. Bucky chuckles and pats my head. Yeah, I'll see you in a bit then. You're gonna do great! Yes, sir. And when I come back, I'll have that belt on my shoulder. There's the deer I was looking for. Be safe. The door closes and I begin my descent for the final time. Okay, I know what we can do. Bruce wipes his eyes and sighs. I'll concede. Are you sure? There's not much else we can do. I'm not going to hurt you anymore, and I refuse to do this little song and dance now. He'll know I won't take any fight outside my weight class. I'll go back to fighting other men, you'll become the champion, and then you can retire. The belt's going to default, and if it doesn't go to me, it will be hard to win it again. It won't be hard to win it again. What if you get fired? He breathes slow. That won't happen. I'm a draw. The fans love me, and not even Fang is stupid enough to get rid of me. It feels like a big risk, safer than us fighting for real. So this is it. Bruce is ending his undefeated streak tonight. He said he wanted to make an announcement when the fight starts, but I don't know what that's going to look like. Guess it makes sense. It'd be weird to lose your win streak without having anything to say about it. There's guilt at the pit of my stomach clawing its way up to my chest. Is this worth it? Risking all he has just to keep me safe? If it'll even work in the first place? Bruce can quit and I can become champion, but will they count this as an actual win? I suppose it must. If Bruce forfeits and the other fighter wins. What if they fire him? How can he keep the other people safe? Wait, what's going to stop them from just doing this over again with someone else? Shit. We didn't think this through at all. We had all week, and I'm just now realizing how full of holes this plan is. Breathe, Xander. Breathe. This is the best option we have. And if this doesn't work, we'll find something else. Tap out. Regroup. Get a new plan. The elevator stops, and the attendant nods as I step out. I bathe in the light as it shines down onto me. I'll miss this warmth. Maybe in different circumstances I could have made it big, but now I'm just glad to make it out alive. Something feels off. I don't know what it is, but the air feels different. Stale. We were just here 2 weeks ago, but there's dust in the air. People usually keep these rings pretty clean. My attention is pulled back. Bruce's doors open and the beast steps out. He looks tired. Me too, Bruce. But he smiles anyway. You ready? He grunts the words low. I take a shaky breath and nod. Yeah, I'm ready. The bell rings as we meet in the center, gloves raised to tap. His hands are gentle, rubbing against mine before he takes a step back. I got something I need to say. His guard lowers and he turns his head to wherever the cameras are probably located. God, this is really happening. My stomach is turning over. These past few months, Alex and I have been fighting for the belt. That ends tonight. My ears twitch. I've been pretty damn proud of holding on to this title for as long as I have, and I know I'm probably pissing off a good chunk of my fans right now, but I can't keep this up anymore. Xander here, he's been working his ass off day in and day out, just to keep up with me. I could have taken his head off, but that hasn't stopped him from showing up every time to get the job done. And I don't know about any of you watching at home, but I can't think of anyone, even in my weight class, that would willingly ask to take me on more than once. Bruce steps backwards, standing outside the circle. I can feel the timer counting down, 10 seconds outside the ring, and he loses. So I forfeit. It's been a good run, but if this goes on any longer, I'm going to wind up hurting someone. He looks at me, and that icy stare melts, revealing warmth underneath. Someone very important to me. Bruce turns back to look at some camera. Something still feels off, almost like the floor is shaking. I want all of you at home to give a big warm welcome to Xander. You're a chip! The elevator doors behind Bruce open, and 2 guards step out. He turns around, barely catching a glimpse as they move. They're big, the rhino and elephant that took me to the commissioner's office a few months ago. Black, heavy-looking batons rest in their hands. One of them grabs at Bruce's arm. Get the fuck, hey! Bruce pulls his arm away, but the rhino gets a hold of it again. He eats a backhand to the cheek, which only puts a smile on the rhino's face. Get the fuck off me! Gah! The elephant pulls out a stun rod, like the one they used on Cole. It lights up and gets jabbed deep into Bruce's side. Bruce! I lunge forward, but a hand on my shoulder pulls me back. Another guard. He probably came from my elevator. Try to shove him away, but I'm thrown to the ground. Fuck off! Try to scramble forward, but I hear something like a lighter sparking before. Yeah! Pain burns through the small of my back, firing through every muscle I have. My scream breaks through the commotion as the guard behind me hits me with his stun rod. The sensation is unlike anything I've ever experienced. Anything I could have imagined. I can't even bring myself to fight back, paralyzed as my body twitches and spasms without my control. Zan! Bruce's guard presses his weapon into his back, and the man releases an earth-shattering roar, enough to shake my guard out of the brutality he's enacting. I watch as the electricity fries through every ounce of energy left in Bruce's enormous body. He's desperate, clawing and thrashing as they keep the surge pumping into his body. He's scared. Tears are streaming down his face. I'd move to save him if I could, if I had the energy. But my muscles aren't responding, the burn still searing through my veins. All I can do is watch. The guards finally cease, dragging Bruce's gargantuan body through the elevator. Zan! He growls towards me. I can see drool foaming at the edge of his mouth with a bit of blood bubbling out too. He must have bit his tongue. I struggle, inching forward barely. Don't! The guard commands me. His stun rod disabled but pressed firmly into my back. Hang on, I will be right back. And I'm back. The guard commands me, his stun rod disabled but pressed firmly into my back. I don't think I can survive another hit from that. By the time they got Bruce's body back into the elevator, my guard follows close behind, stepping into the box with them. I get one last look at Bruce's desperate face before the doors close. I'm alone. The burning starts to fade, but it's another minute before I regain full control of my body. Bruce is gone. Punished for speaking out, probably. I should have seen this coming. Of course there would be repercussions for trying to fix things. Fucking stupid of us to think we could ever make things better down here. But I get it now. It's not my fault. It's not Bruce's fault. There's only one man that is making any of this happen. The elevator behind me opens its doors. Theodore is standing inside.
Hello, Alex.
On shaky limbs, I push myself up to my feet. With a wheeze, I wipe the drool from my chin and limp into the elevator. The doors close. Commissioner. He clears his throat and speaks softly.
He's on vacation right now.
Theodore's ears make for an excellent handle. I shunt him against the wall and draw my dead eyes to his. Take me to his office, Theodore. I hope he knows just what I'm willing to do to speak with his boss. His little body is quivering.
I don't know what to tell you, Alex.
It's all right, Theodore. A speaker in the elevator catches both of our attentions. Theo seems just as surprised as I am. Bring Alex to my office. I pull my grip back. It's a little rough. I don't have full control of my muscles just yet. Maybe I'll apologize for that later. The rabbit squeaks nervously and taps a few buttons in the elevator panel. One man can make all of this end. He's the reason this is all happening. Theodore takes me through a series of hallways. I've been down this route before. No guards posted outside his door. Right, they're currently terrorizing Bruce. Move past Theodore and throw the doors open. Harvey. Alexander Mason. You have violated your contract. Effective immediately, you are no longer employed at Fang. The doors shut behind me. I'm alone with the commissioner. He turns around to face me. What are you doing with Bruce? That matter only concerns Fang employees. When my guards return, they will escort you to the exit. I'm not leaving without an answer. Then you will be dragged by your antlers. He sneers, almost spitting the words from behind his mustache. I've been far too lenient with you. You should have been fired from your little social media outburst long ago. And now Bruce is just letting you win? That won't fly here. What? So I should have just lied down and let Bruce kill me? No! You're supposed to fight! That's the whole point! He pounds his desk. Our audience wants the bloodshed, Xander. They want the brutality. And above all, they want the reality of the struggle. No referee, no rounds, no escape. That's the purpose of the Fang Arena. The men that fight here are part of the elite, the strongest men to grace this earth. And that's why you were brought in. To put that strength on display to the public. To put it on display. So, I had to fight with Bruce so you could show off? Show off is a bit juvenile. I would refer to it as a reminder of what our men are capable of. You're an ordinary man, Alexander. And if our audience is given a chance to see how the champion is able to destroy ordinary men, they will know that Fang is undeniably the best league in the industry. And not just the audience, shareholders and advertisers too. The more impressive our men are, the more people that will watch and the more money they'd want to invest. So, our fights were always meant to end with me in pieces. So you could show off and rake in more money. But then Bruce threw that plan away. I know what he can do, and he did not follow through in your first fight. So I gave him a second chance. Time and time again, he disappointed me, doing nothing but playing with you in the ring. And you decided to punish me too. In hopes of you putting up a fight, yes. If I issued proper discipline, you'd be motivated to hurt Bruce enough for him to stop holding back. But I saw that this was a waste of time. Both you and Bruce were the problem. So you tried again, with Redline and Cole. He sighs and looks away, and attempted a fresh start as if it were. Bruce was too soft. Cole, on the other hand, seemed all too eager when given the opportunity. His performance needed a kick anyway. One more loss and he would have been cut. So you blackmailed him into the fight. That's a heavy legal term, Alex. No, we didn't have to blackmail Cole. We told him he'd be fighting Redline, and he accepted immediately. Why Redline at all? You had to know he was going to get hurt. That night at the beach, after his last fight, did he not tell you that he wanted to rise to the top of the ranks? You need good viewership for that, Xander. I was only giving him what he wanted. You were listening in on that. I own the facility, Xander. I see and hear whatever I want. How else do you think I knew what you and Bruce were planning? All your sneaking around has caught up with you. So our fight just now, was that some kind of setup? Yes and no. It was your last chance to give me what I asked for. The audience saw it all. They know Bruce forfeited. Do you really think I wouldn't plan ahead? None of that was public, Alex. Recorded, yes, but not put on the air. I wouldn't dare let that talk touch my network. I can feel my heart sink. So all that was for nothing. You've not only wasted my time, you've also ended your career and gotten your friends hurt. And now, you will be leaving my office and this facility for good. The commissioner turns around to the window, overlooking a Fang arena. Fortunately for you, Redline will be fighting again. I hear he wants a rematch with Cole. He's going to make Redline fight Cole. Red barely survived his last fight, and this monster is making him do it again. There's nothing I can do. I'm powerless. Bruce and I tried to fight this, and it ended up with me getting fired and him getting beaten. My heart is pounding out of my chest. Something inside me is trying to burn its way out of my fur. I'll never see Bruce again. Redline might not live to see another fight. I can't do anything. You've taken everything away from me. Talking won't save this. Begging won't save this. Doing my job like you tell me to won't save this. This is all your fault. I clamber over the table, leaping toward the commissioner. I have to stop you. I nearly tackle him into the glass, but he manages to sidestep my attack. My fist swings out to strike something, anything, and meets his surprisingly durable muzzle. In return, his fist strikes my face, and in the daze, he grabs me by the scruff of my neck. The commentator slams me down, bent over the table with my hands held firmly against my back. Assaulting your boss? You're beyond help, Alex. Fuck you! I hiss the words, head still hurting from the reversal. He leans in close, a growl creeping down my spine. You're the worst kind of employee, you know that? Not only are you incapable of doing your job, but you make everyone around you worse. You're a poison, Alex. A tumor. Because of you, Bruce is out of a job and Redline. He tightens his grip. It feels like my hands are about to break. Ugh! He'll be better off without you. I won't let him make me think that any of this is my fault. And now you're taking shots at your boss? You must want a lawsuit on top of your contract fees. Know your place, Alex. At least I can fight! You sit on your ass all day while people like us fight for you! I'm not the one you want to pick fights with, Alex. I'm not stopping until you fix everything. Put Bruce back and apologize to Red. You have no room to be making demands, but if you're so eager to fight, then perhaps I'll give you one more chance to redeem yourself. With one hand on my scruff and the other holding my wrists, he pulls me off the table. I'm shoved forward, stumbling and landing on my ass. He stands over me, arms by his side. He's a lot scarier from this angle, but something in my chest is keeping me from backing down. I'll fight you, Alex. 2 days' time. Since Bruce can't do his job, I'll do it for him. I scramble to my feet, backing up to the door. I refuse to look away. And if I win, you follow my demands? If you win, you avoid battery charges for attacking your boss. That's not... The doors open behind me. Judging by the shadows of the light seeping in, the massive guards are standing behind me. Change of plans, gentlemen. Alex has one more fight before he parts ways with us for good. He snaps his fingers. See to it that he finds his way to the main floor without issue. Wait! The burly guards are rough, pulling and restricting my limbs as I struggle against their hold. This should go without saying, but everything we've discussed here is covered by your NDA. Breathe a word of the details and the deal is off. I'll see you soon, Alex. Harvey! I scream, still resisting against the two beasts. His office door slams shut and I'm dragged, kicking and screaming out of the hallways. They toss me unceremoniously out the door. I'm back in the main hallway. The door slams shut and I hear a lock click. I'm alone. I am so pissed off right now. I am so mad right now. His ass needs to get humbled. Alright, square up, you old fuck. Square up, you old fuck. I will send you to Jesus. Anyways, before I end up saying something that'll get me banned, stay safe, have a good night, and I will see you all tomorrow.